Welcome to the Kusto Query Language from Scratch course. This is the Advanced Aggregations module. I'm Robert Kane and I'll be your host for this course. The Kusto Query Language has some unique aggregations, in addition to the standard ones such as min and max. In this module, we'll cover both the standard ones, plus ones that are unique to KQL. For your reference, here's a list of the keywords we'll be covering in this module. Each keyword will be in a clip of its own for easy reference in the future, should you wish to return and refresh yourself on a specific operator. Almost all languages have a function that will return the maximum value from a query. KQL has this as well, but it also has a variant called argmax. This has a nifty little side feature in that we can specify what additional columns from the row with the maximum value are to be returned. Let me run this, and I think it'll illustrate what I'm talking about. Here I've said I want to get the maximum counter value, get that by counter name. The second parameter to argmax is an asterisk. That says, give me all of the other columns in the row with the maximum value. So let's go look at the results at the bottom. You see on the first row I have percent available memory and counter value. So 99 was the maximum counter value for the percent available memory counter. It then shows me the other columns that are associated with that maximum value of 99. There's the tenant ID, we can see the computer was Contoso Web 2 Linux, and so forth. I don't have to bring back all of the other columns. I can actually specify just a handful of columns. So here in the second example, after my counter value, I'm saying I only want to bring back the computer and the object name columns. So when I execute this, you'll see I have just the computer and object name added to the result of counter name and counter value. As you'd expect, there is also a min version of this that will return the minimum values. When I execute this, you'll see I'm returning the counter name and counter value. Now you may wonder, why isn't it returning the other columns? Well, that's because in the line before the summarize, I'm using a project, and I'm only bringing in the counter name and counter value into the summarize. I did this just to illustrate that you need to be careful with what columns you're projecting. If you limit the columns to only the two that you want to max on, the argmin summary doesn't provide a lot of extra value, and you might as well just use the min. And there we go. You can now see how to return the maximum and minimum values from a query along with the other columns associated with that minimum or maximum value